Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Beth. This is Divine Me Time, and this here is Tiger Lily. She is quite intuitive. Sometimes whenever I come down to my mat, she'll run into the room, and here she is today, wanting all of my attention. So welcome. I'm going to be sharing with you today a very deeply somatic practice that hopefully will help you get in touch with your ability to listen deeply to your body, and the way that if we give the body time and space, it will communicate with us in ways that maybe we would have missed otherwise. So today is really all about developing patience and that space for deep listening and the unfolding of the body. So for today's practice, you'll need a bolster and you'll need a block. You might also prefer or want, in addition, a blanket folded up or a pillow that will support your head at one point. So, Tiger Lily, if you will be so gracious as to allow me to stop petting you and go on with the lesson, okay? Thank you, madam. So we'll put our hands in Gyan Mudra, thumb and index fingers together. Just close your eyes. Get in touch with your breath, your posture. Check in with your lower back. Make sure that it is not rounding. If it is, just stick something under your bottom, a folded up blanket or pillow. We want to be able to sit in this posture with ease. If we're struggling to maintain it or we're gripping to keep ourselves upright, then it's not serving its purpose. Once you are seated comfortably, just feel the weight of the body and notice if you're holding your legs up in any way. See if you can release the muscles that might be gripping. And then just allow some conscious breaths. Be really aware of how the breath feels, how full or shallow it may be, where in your body you feel it. And then bring to mind a time when you were waiting somewhere, whether you were waiting in line for a movie or some event, perhaps waiting or standing in line at a store, waiting for news, good or bad. I just want you to bring up in your body the sensations that came with that waiting. Where in your body did you feel either resistance to waiting? Where might you have been perfectly okay with waiting? Times you weren't in a hurry, times you weren't stressed for other reasons. Just notice the difference in those two feelings. When you resisted and were anxious, and when you simply let go. And I want you to think of a time that you really needed to be patient with someone, or perhaps an animal, but something that you cared about. Was it easy or hard to be patient? And did being patient make the experience better or worse for the one you were being patient with? and for yourself as well. And then I want you to think of a time when you needed to be patient with yourself. Were you successful? If it was difficult to find patience with yourself, how did that feel in your body? And if you managed to find that patience for yourself, how did you feel then? Okay, so when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And we'll come into a sideline position. You can use your bolster if you want. I'll show you how. This cat is making it very difficult for me. I just want to sit and cuddle with you, baby. Okay, so we'll come onto our side, just like Tiger Lily. And you'll go ahead and get some head support, so here the block or the pillow that you have. And this might be comfortable enough for you, just having your hand in front of you, the top arm to support you from rolling forward or backward. Maybe alongside your body would be more comfortable. And then if you feel like you want some kind of something to hug, some protection, you can draw in your bolster. Here, kitten, you might be in the way. And you can just draw it in nice and close to your abdomen. Just really take it in and then hug your top arm around that. And so we're just going to be here and we're going to wait. As you are waiting, just listen to the body. Thank you, honey. What do you notice about how you are releasing to the floor? What parts of your body are in contact? Do you feel any space at the waist, or do you feel the whole side body toward the floor is flat to the floor? Can you be comfortable through the neck, or is your pillow too high or too low? And how do you need to have your legs stacked to be comfortable through the hips and the sacrum? So just notice what it feels like to be still. Is it difficult? Do you want to move? Do you feel like you're wasting time? Sometimes we are in energetic moods. We need to express that energy. Other times we don't feel like moving, we just want to lounge around. Neither is good or bad. But when something demands of us to maybe behave counter to what we're feeling in the moment, can we surrender to that? When you're ready, we're going to begin to just do a little rocking of the body. So kind of imagine, I remember when I was little, I used to love either my sisters or my mother sitting on my bed and just rocking the bed. That's the kind of sensation I want you to be able to feel. It's this gentle rocking, but you're going to be rocking yourself. Pulsing maybe by rocking through the hips, maybe rocking with the arm. You can place the hand on the bolster or the floor and help yourself rock in that way. So just experiment and explore the size of the rocking. Very little pulses, really quick little pulses, to maybe bigger, longer movements. No right or wrong. This is your exploration. And just keep rocking. We're going to rock for a couple of minutes. Notice what's connecting. If you just feel it in your lower body and not your upper body, what are you doing in your upper body to kind of stiffen and resist this vibration that we really want to allow to move through the whole body? Can you feel your head shifting as part of the movement on either the block or the pillow? And just keep shaking. Just pulse. Notice what it feels like in the body. What effort is required to keep going? Can you find ways to release the effort and make it almost a spontaneous thing? Is there resistance to keep going? Do you want to stop? Can you feel the fluids in the tissues getting moved around with the vibration? Can you still breathe fully and completely even as you rock? And then pause. Be completely still. And allow that vibration to penetrate through your whole body. What do you feel? What do you sense? What is opening up and letting go? What has changed or shifted for you? Be still. You might notice, aside from the body communicating with shifts and changes or sensations, that emotions might arise. When we feel things and we don't give them a place for expression, they get stuck in the body. When we bring vibration and movement to the body, especially in this kind of non-contrived way, this rocking, it can shift all of that suppressed emotion. And so just hug your bolster a little closer, a little tighter, and be patient with yourself. compassionate with yourself. This is a practice that you can do on your own quite easily. And I often recommend using music, not with lyrics, but just pure music. It's kind of slow and it has a lot of space within it. And you can go as often as you like between moments of stillness and moments of rocking. We will come onto our backs now and go to the other side. Just move whatever's under your head, roll onto your back, and just take a moment to feel any differences between the right and the left. My guess is you feel something fairly obvious. It's not as subtle as some things. That part of the body that was toward the ground might feel quite long, quite heavy, quite connected. When you're ready, just turn on to the other side. I'm going to go ahead and flip around here for the camera's sake. So again, coming onto your side, resting your head, grabbing your cushion or bolster, whatever you've got, determining whether you want your hand on the floor or on the bolster or hugging around. And we'll start with stillness. So notice on this side of the body whether you are more connected or perhaps not as connected to the ground. Is it more comfortable through the waist and hips or less comfortable? Do you need to shift? Maybe where your legs were, right on top of each other on the other side, perhaps now you need to use part of the bolster for your top leg. So all these tiny, even minute little adjustments can make a world of difference in terms of our comfort. And now what does it feel like to be waiting? Waiting for the body to communicate. And when we get quiet and we give it time, what does it have to say? Allow some deep, full breaths. And just release everything you can. And really, I say release like it's some command we can give the body. But it really happens through our allowing. It's not something we can do. And when you're ready, just begin to find your pulsing, your rock. Keep going. Experimenting as you go with any spontaneous arising, like for instance, as I was rocking just then, my lower back started to open up into a little stretch, my belly going quite concave as my back reached into the space behind me. So if those spontaneous things arise, let them happen, follow them, and then just return to the rocking after it's expressed itself. Again, you can use your hand to generate some of the pulsing more through the upper body and feel what it's like to allow the lower body to go with that, or kind of lead with the lower body and feel what it's like for the upper body to just follow. Or if there's any disconnect between upper and lower, just sensing into the spine, tailbone, through the crown. How is it undulating? How is it moving as a unit? Once more, can you get a sense of how this rocking motion is kind of pushing around the waters in all of your tissues? Notice any responses in the breath, deeper breath, a yawn, a desire to sigh, or make the sound. Keep rocking. What do you hear as you rock? What is your jaw doing? Your tongue? And how might the jaw and the tongue relate to how you feel in the pelvis? And then cease, be still, and just feel that reverberation, the echo as it moves through the body. Maybe even out into the space around your body. Breathe. And allow. If you suffer from a lot of tightness, arthritic pain, this practice can be so beneficial. It might not be as apparent having practiced it until you sit up or stand up and move And just notice any differences you feel. So now let's go ahead and roll onto the back. So moving the head support and the bolster again. Feeling right and left sides of the body and any difference. Have your knees bent or your legs straight. Once more waiting for the body to speak, to have it say. Maybe even to just gather its words, so to speak. To have its own experience. When you're ready, just roll onto your side. Press yourself up with your top arm. Take your time. Knees to the floor. And come to an upright seated position, whatever that might look like for you. And returning to our meditation posture with index and thumb finger together. Once again, waiting for the repositioning of organs and fluids of the body as we come upright. Sensing the new pull of gravity in this posture and its impact on the lower body, spine. Feeling the rooting down and the lifting through and up. Taking your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Breathe in, and as you do, send yourself patience and compassion. And exhale. Breathing in, send patience and compassion to someone you know who needs it and who you love. Exhale. And finally, consider someone who may need your patience and compassion, to whom it is difficult to generate. Breathe it in. and send it out. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my website at divinemetime.com. It's all about self-care as a lifestyle. And be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. If you appreciated this video, let me know in the comments. Thank you and have a great day.